And I know she's not here. Okay. That'll be easy.
Alrighty, it is 11:01. I want to make sure I respect everybody's time because we have a little game at the very end today that Steven's going to put on for us. Yeah, Steven. But thank you everybody for coming. It is officially July. I consider this personally the official start of summer because now it's getting ridiculously hot. But how is everybody doing so far today? What's going on? You guys know how I like to start these team meetings out. Let's hear something good from the group. Let's hear something good, like something exciting, something fun, personal, business, whatever it may be. Let's hear three today. I have one I can share, but I don't want to go first. I'll be going last. I'm gonna sit up here until some people start raising their hands.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm
Pat.
always good for one of these. The concerts in the park started, and I have been going to them since probably probably since 1995.
Right over here, right?
Over here, there's now in Niles, and there's also down at the block.
Okay, nice.
Yeah,
And when are those?
Thursday nights. That is the one at the park.
Okay.
And then the one in Niles and the one down in the block are Friday night or Wednesday night. You'd have to look them up.
Okay, nice. Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
last week was a Michael Jackson tribute.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun. It's always good to get a little bit of Michael Jackson in the middle of the week.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah.
I had a nice lunch here on Wednesday.
Okay.
You were there, right?
Yeah. The potluck.
Yes, potluck was really good.
That was Friday though, wasn't it?
Friday, yes.
Yeah.
The other thing is like, happy that I was able to shadow the first open house, thanks to Chico.
Okay. And how'd that open house turn out for you?
It was good. There was 5 walk-ins and randomly different individuals asking different type of questions. But
Yeah.
since I was new, I really feel happy that I was able to do one.
There you go. Now you can go do your own open houses too. That's wonderful. Anybody else? Let's hear one more.
Until he finishes the assignment.
Well, he did the
He's
hosting
doing the
part.
assignment.
Yeah. You're in contract?
Hey.
Nice. You just graduated. We actually have a slide for you a little bit later today, so we'll wait for that. But congrats on getting into contract. Is this buyer, seller? Buyer. How did you get in contact with these buyers? Sphere of influence. There you go. Sphere of influence is always going to be your number one source of deals. And
Fourth offer I am putting for them.
okay.
So,
Is the property here in the area?
San Jose.
San Jose. Well, there you go. Congratulations, Mahi. You are on a roll right now. I'd love to see it. But something good that I want to share was oh yeah. Wait, who just raised their hand? John? Oh, I thought you were pointing at someone.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, what's up?
Talking to you. Good morning. I'm John Ear, I think you know me. I just want to share something kind of different that I did on the weekend. I went to a 3-day wedding up in Nevada City, held at a deserted, like a school camp.
Okay.
It was very eerie. It was all cabins. You know, I never ton of walking all over the place. You know, very strange because there was nobody around except people there. However, I've been to over 100 weddings. I've never had food the equivalent of this.
It was that good.
It was excellent. They had paella, they had sangria. It was just excellent.
Okay, I love to hear that.
Just the setting was really strange.
How was the wedding itself?
It was very well. It was Jewish.
Okay.
It was a Jewish wedding, and I've never heard so many accolades given to 2 people like I did. You just walked out of there like just with a breath of fresh air.
I love to hear it. I
Yes.
love to hear it. That's wonderful. I mean, mine was what I wanted to share was kind of along the same. I had my first local wedding of the year over the weekend. This is my 3rd wedding of the year. I have another 3 to go, unfortunately. Not unfortunately, but fortunately, I have another 3. But it was right over the ridge in Sunol. It was at the Nella Serra Cellars. It was a little mini winery, and it was beautiful. And now I just got a picture of them two on first class on the way to Italy for their honeymoon. So I'm very excited for them. It was a really fun and very fun wedding. I didn't know that Sanoa had that type of area in it. I always thought of Sanoa just like kind of in the middle of nowhere. But it was beautiful, had a great time. No weddings this month, but I will be in Vegas at the end of the month for a bachelor's party, so there's that.
Wow.
And then next month I have two, and in September I have one. So I'll play it as it goes. But that's what I want to share with everybody. I love celebrating love. It's always good to see my friends getting married and being a little happy. But anybody else have anything to share? All right, well, let's get going. I do have one announcement that I want to share with the group. So starting in August, team meetings are going to change a little bit, not in terms of time or location, but the way that they're going to be presented to the crowd and the way they're going to be set up. So it's going to be a little bit more gamified, a little bit more value, some panels that we're going to bring on too. Just to get the value back into the door, because I know this is a slow time of the year right now. Everybody has their kids, everybody's on vacation. But I think in August is when it starts to pick up a little bit. So I just want to let everybody know that in August, the team meetings will be a little bit different, but in a very good way. And I'm hoping to get a lot bigger of a turnout for those too. So stay tuned for the revamped team meetings coming up in August. I cannot wait for that. But broken record right now, Mega Agent Camp is in August, next month. Right now they're $1,200 for the ticket. They have gone up since the beginning of them releasing the tickets, but again, it is a very big investment in your business, but I definitely think it's worth it if you can get one deal out of it, which I'm sure you can, because you will be meeting agents from all across the nation. I am probably going to be going this year now because I have someone that I'm probably going to be bringing with me. So we're going to have a little crew there along with all the other advisors, agents that will be there too. So if you guys are curious, let me know. I can help you guys out. Bold. So they are already on step 4. This is the one that Palo Alto Advisors class is hosting. Right now, I wouldn't say it's worth it for you guys to hop it anymore, but I did want to let you guys know that the next Bold will probably be at the beginning of the 3rd or 4th quarter, if I'm not mistaken. So be on the lookout for that. If you guys haven't taken Bold, it's wonderful. I heard Steven talk about it a little bit earlier today. What were you mentioning again?
So what makes Bold special is it's not just about lead gen, but also about mindset and all the little stories we tell ourselves in our head so we don't do the lead gen. So it's really powerful, transformational actually.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I took Bold my first 3 months here at KW, and it was great. I took it at the Pleasanton office. And it was really fun seeing everybody out there. But if you guys are thinking about going, I would say hold off until the next one is released. We're trying to do one here somewhere in the East Bay, just so that the commute is a little bit easier for everybody. But stay tuned. Stephanie, do you want to talk a little bit about this?
Good morning, everyone. Happy July 1st. Wanted to just share today of a program that we offer, which is called Asset Depletion, if you guys don't know already. This program is pretty much really geared towards self-employment people. If you know, self-employed people, they do a lot of write-offs on their tax returns. So in return, you know, at the end, they don't show that as much. So with the Asset Depletion program, you know, they can use their assets to be in additional to the income that they do report. So it's really great for that category of people. And yeah, it's really simple too. You just have to provide, you know, the assets bank statements basically, and they are able to see how much income that could be generated from the assets that they currently hold. And yeah, it's a great program. So if you have any questions or if you have any clients that are in this category, please reach out. I'm here as your resource to help you guys with anything mortgage related. So.
What kind of client would this specifically be catered to the best, you think?
Self-employed. Self-employed people, retired people, you know, clients have tons of money probably in their accounts, and we can use that to deplete that to consider it as income.
Okay, there you go. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll just add,
Yeah, Steve.
not a lot of loan officers know about this type of program. So when you're talking to people, even if they've been pre-approved with a lender, if you know they've got a lot of money necessary, switch them to Stephanie or someone else who knows how to deal with that. I have some buyers that were looking to buy, I sold them a $2.8 million property, and they were both employed. Their incomes alone were not enough to allow them to qualify for the loan, but because of all of the stock and money that they had in IRAs with asset depletion allowance, they were able to qualify for the loan and purchase a home.
There you go. And not every brokerage can actually provide this type
Yeah,
of
there's
program.
a lot of them. You'll know, I'll tell you, you'll know if you got a sharp loan officer, if you just mention asset depletion and there's silence on the other end of the line. Because they have no idea what you're talking about.
Won't be hearing that from Stephanie, so that's good. Oh, one more thing before we move on to all the other events and stuff that we got going on. Short week this week, by the way, July 4th. Office will be closed on Friday. Just a PSA to everybody. We will have signs up on the door to remind you, but just letting you know that the doors will be locked all day on Friday. So if you do end up coming in, there will be no staff. You will need your fob to get in. And for all marketing requests, for all open house requests, anything of that nature, please get it done by the end of the day tomorrow. Rachel is taking Thursday off to go on a little vacation that she is very well deserved, and obviously staff won't be here on Friday. So anything marketing related, anything open house related, anything related to that, please get it out to the staff by tomorrow afternoon. But this is something interesting that I want to talk to you guys about. So Advisors TC, it has been around for a while. Who here uses Advisors TC currently for all of their transactions? Okay, so who here has not used it at all before or has used it for the first time or once?
So, not at all? Or
Not
once?
at all. Who's here used it at least once? Can I get a raise of hand for people that have used it once at our office? Abby, you've used it once?
Danny.
just used them.
We're talking about
You
Danny.
only use them? Okay, so
Danny,
nobody.
that's Danny.
Oh, okay, then yeah. I
Okay,
just follow.
you use Denny? Has anybody else used Denny here? Besides Steven? Okay, so the price has increased a tad bit, but I want everybody to know that the people that have already used it in the past will be grandfathered in to the old price. But for everybody new that will be going to use the program, your first time use, you will get a $250 Amazon gift card for trying out the system. So from $450, knock $250 off that. That turns it $200 for you just to try out Advisors TC, see how you like it. Because we truly think that using Keller Williams or Advisors Trusted Transaction Coordinators will make your transaction very smooth, very easy. You guys won't have any hiccups with people that don't know Keller Williams systems, because we are a little bit different compared to everybody else out there. So I do recommend using Advisors TC, and why not get $250 back in Amazon gift cards. But if you guys have any questions regarding this specifically, please let me know.
So basically, our price is not going to change.
The people who have already used it at least once, your prices will not change. But everybody else that is using it for the first time and on, you guys will get charged $450, but for your first time use, you will get a $250 Amazon gift card back for using it for your first time. Just for you to try out the system, use it, see how you like it, because we truly think they're great. They cover all of Advisors' offices. So, and then we are continuing to expand. So let's keep that going.
Can I just make
Yeah.
a quick, just very briefly? One of the things that I like about working with them is that it's all integrated, they know command. So I know my demands will be right as well, which means I'm gonna get paid properly at the end. They help me make sure I'm on track with
Yeah.
my file, and not just a file, like, they understand how KW Advisors wants the file to look, which an outside TC has to learn.
And they work our hours.
Huh?
And they work our hours.
That's right.
Yeah, they work our hours too. So sometimes the TCs that you guys use might be overseas or anything like that. You won't have a worry with that with trying to reach them here. Granted, you won't be able to get their direct lines, but they are very fast at responding to emails. So
Yeah,
please,
I've never had a problem.
if you guys have any questions, here's a little bit more information. Reach out, do some digging. But again, $250 Amazon gift card back if you use them for the first time. We have a class with Lucy. Do you want to come up and talk a little bit about it?
Good morning.
Good morning, close to afternoon.
And, oh, good morning. Lucy Grezzo, First American Title, right across the hall if you do need me. This is actually a part 2 class. So last month I did a preliminary title report class, and many of you attended that. And we're gonna go a little bit more in depth because 1 hour just wasn't enough. So we're gonna cover exceptions, things that are in the preliminary title report a little bit more in depth, and take on questions and answer what are the things that come up in the prelim, especially now these days in the market. We'll cover all of that tomorrow. And for those of you who might have missed a prelim class, I can always do that again in a small group or one-on-one. So I don't want you to feel like if you attend tomorrow that you'll be missing out. I'll take a few minutes to do some of that review. But bottom line is we don't want delays in your escrow. So our learning in our industry never ends, right? It doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, there's always new information. So if you can come, I'd love to have you. And if not, we'll just, make sure that we make sure we get the information and education to you.
Who should be coming to this class, Lucy?
Everybody needs to come
That's
to
what
this
I-
class.
that's the answer I was looking
Even
for.
if you need a review as well, I know it's an hour. And you'll leave with some kind of information, I know you will, or you can come up with a situation that you've had in your past escrows and share that, and everyone will learn. So we're here to improve our skill sets, bring more value to our customers on a daily basis, right? Yeah, thank you.
Love to hear that. And then on Thursday, Eddie has an RPA overview contracts class. We did have the RPA update sometime mid last month, but this is going to be a quick overview of all of the updates that.
This is his required class.
Oh, this is his
all required for new licensees.
Well, he's also going to be going over
And
all
he'll
the
go
new
over the
updates.
changes. He's
Yeah.
also going to review the buyer representation agreement. This is a required class.
Yep. For the people in the PC program.
Right,
Yeah.
but I think that anybody who hasn't looked at the new contract could benefit. From
Yeah, definitely. Anybody who
That
didn't
is really
review the BRLG call that went over all of the new updates to the contracts, hop on this call. Yes, it's a 3.5-hour class, but hop in and hop out whenever you get the chance to see what's new, what's updated, and listen to Eddie. He is in New York right now, so he's on New York time, but this is our time. He is a New York native, so he's going back for a little bit, but hop on Thursday. It's very important to everybody, especially of those of you in the PC class. Again, office is closed 4th of July. We will be sending out a couple reminders, but again, I can't stress this enough. If you guys need anything done before Friday, get it done by Wednesday afternoon, so that we have ample time to get it done for you. Mahi, congratulations. I know we talked a little bit about this last time, but congrats. And I think we have a couple other people that are kind of just on the cusp of graduating soon, right? Ish?
Sure.
Yeah. Don't we have a couple that have 2 transactions under their belt?
I have to look, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, nice. Well, congratulations, Mahi. You're on a roll. You just graduated last month and you're already in contract this month. Or did you get in contract last month?
One new building, new builders,
Okay.
and then one is with resale.
So you've already closed 2 transactions since you graduated?
Not closed.
Yeah, but
I
it
closed
pending
one.
or in contract? Nice. Well, congratulations. I love to hear that. You are on a roll. Wonderful. A few people that we want to introduce to the group as well. Cynthia, do you want to kind of stand up and introduce yourself a little bit?
Take that picture off.
It's a great picture. What do you mean?
Hi, I'm Cynthia Ahmed. I'm so excited to be here. I heard about Keller Williams from a friend, and she highly recommended this broker company, or this company. And she said that the training here is excellent. She's been in real estate for almost 20 years, so I took her word for it. I'm already excited to meet all of you. Everybody's been so nice to me. This is a dream come true. And I just want to say, you're never too old to follow your dreams. I'm an example.
Love to hear that. Congrats. Congrats on passing your test too, by the way. I know you're kind of in that middle limbo period of you passing your test and getting your license number.
Yeah.
But regardless of the situation, congrats on getting your license. It's a huge step in your career moving forward.
Yeah, thank you.
And I want to welcome back somebody. He's not here right now.
You can take my picture down.
What do you mean? That's a great picture. But Bill Trong is back with the office. For those of you who know, he left for Redfin a while back, but it wasn't his cup of tea. For reasons I won't get into. If you guys want to come talk to me about it, I'll be happy to share. But again, he's back. He was a big agent within our office for the last, I'd say, 3.5, 4 years. He's a capper year over year. One of his better years, I think he's closed over 20, close to 30 million, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But he's a high producer. So if you guys see him around, say hi to him. He doesn't come into the office very often. But when you do, say hi. He's a really nice guy. And he's been in and out of the restaurant industry as well. But now he wants to come back to KW and relax and get going again. But welcome everybody with open arms and to the KW family. I'm excited to have him back. Disclosures class with Eddie the next couple of weeks. Always good to hear Eddie talk. The next team meeting, David Stark. I know you guys told me about, I told you guys about this last time, but David Stark, it's hard to get him in the office because he's always traveling. He's always helping out Bay East. He's the Bay East economist. He came at the very first team meeting of the year for a market and economic update. Now he's coming to update everybody throughout the mid-year now that a lot has changed regarding a few things. So next team meeting, July 15th, he will be here. He'll probably be presenting for at least 30 minutes. So if you guys can't come to the beginning of the team meeting, please come to the end. He always comes with good information. He always provides the PowerPoints to you guys too, so you guys can take that to your clients to present. So if you guys want to know how to talk about that PowerPoint, come to the class. You can hear what David has to say about them too. But he's wonderful, funny guy. He's come to a few of our other events too. But I'm excited to have him come in. List to last. So who here knows who's on the screen right now? That's one of them. Does anybody know who the other one is? The other one, his name is Jason Abrams. He's Gary Keller's right-hand man. He is the, how do you explain his title? He is like the VP or the executive of learning within Keller Williams. So he is a top coach, a top trainer. And on July 16th and the 23rd, there is going to be 2 3-hour classes hosted by the two of them. And it's absolutely free. You guys do not get this chance very often to get in front of these two people. Granted, it's going to be tough for you guys to communicate with them personally throughout this class because this is open to all of KW. But to hear them specifically train you guys, it's huge. It's going to be through command, but we're also going to put it live here at the office. So if you guys don't have anything going on July 16th and 23rd, please, please, please come to the office or watch from home. They're going to be talking about closing the agreements with buyers and sellers, which right now I think is a huge topic. We see a lot of people list homes that are just sitting or whatever the case may be. So come hear from 2 of the biggest industry professionals within Keller Williams and within the real estate world in general. Does anybody have any questions specifically about this? Because I know this is pretty big. Okay, sounds good. I know that we have a team meeting on July 15th. So we will remind you again that the following day we will be presenting this. So don't worry about, writing it down or taking pictures of it right now. We will remind you. But we got a few coming soon and a few just listed. But before we do get started, prior to David coming in, I kind of want to talk a little bit about what people are seeing in the market right now. Right now, it's the beginning of summer. People are out. I know things are a little slow. But I feel like that's kind of just a mindset type of thing. Because if there's deals to be had, there's deals to be done. So who here has a little update on what they're seeing out there in the market for people that have held open houses, for people that have maybe closed a couple of deals in the last couple of months, or people that are even struggling? I would just want to have a little bit of an open conversation.
I mean, I can go.
Yeah.
I of course have an open house. I mean, my listing
Yeah.
has been on the market for a couple of weeks. It's a townhome in San Ramon. I mean, otherwise that would have been flying off the market.
Yeah, especially San Ramon.
Yeah, I mean, we are still right in that zone of, school decisions and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent location. I mean, there's just nothing, this would have been a gem.
Mm-hmm.
2 weekends, I mean, it's better than what I was going in with what I thought will happen, so it's better than that. However, 2 weeks, no one's asking any questions. I mean, there have been 10 disclosures pulled, but
That's not bad.
that's what I'm saying. So not bad as much as I
Yeah.
expected, but nothing really warm and fuzzy about the offers or anything.
I gotcha.
Right, so there is that aspect. And then I'm helping a buyer, actually a couple of buyers, but certainly one that's actively looking in the Tri-City area, Union City. And he's been sitting on things and, waiting for it to go down further. And surprise, surprise, suddenly the homes that he's been looking at
Are sold.
are getting pending, and he's asking me what the hell is going on. I'm like, you're just slow to react, you're
Yeah.
thinking market, that inventory position that we were seeing going up, suddenly there's not as many homes coming on the market. Suddenly multiple offers on these homes that we are looking at price points that he thought he was gonna get a deal, no deal happening. So, 2 different markets.
Yeah.
2 different sort of experiences in the same sort of time frame, 2 different areas, right?
So for your-
So very weird, sort of, hard to predict, but I do think that the Tri-Cities, single-family homes seem to be different than what we would have been talking about maybe a month back. San Ramon, especially with work from home sort of going
Yeah.
away, I think that desirability of commuting, depending on, of course, where you work,
Yeah.
seems to be fading. So maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
Maybe the interest rates might do some trick if they truly drops.
Yeah.
I'm sure that may or may not be built into things on the mortgage side, but just keeping fingers crossed for things farther away.
Of course. Stephanie, do you want a little touch about rates right now, what you're hearing from the federal government? Like, what's a quick update that you can just think of off the top of your head? I don't mean to put you on the spot,
No,
but I'm
I mean,
curious.
Quick update, because I watch the rates every day, right? We go off by, the rates is highly kind of evaluated by the 10-year treasury bond, treasury yield, and it's been dropping. So a month ago, well, when tariffs happened, it jumped quite a bit. So it was sitting at, 4.45? Now, as of today, as of this morning, it's at 4.2. So we are seeing the market improving, but not as quickly as we hope to be.
Mhm.
But it's improving, so the feds are talking about cutting rates again, sometime probably at maybe the 4th quarter, don't know when, but we're gonna be.
When's the next big meeting?
I believe next week.
Next week?
Next
Okay.
Friday.
So be on the lookout sometime next week for a
Yeah, so-
potential,
yes. So that
potential
kinda
rate
jumps.
change.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, Pat?
So I want help selling this condo. It's, it was 475 when it started, it's down to 428. She says, I'm willing to reduce it again, but I don't know if that's going to help any, and if it's even going to be a plus for her at that point. So it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's so darling, and it's in Union City. And I don't know if anybody can give me a suggestion.
I know that in terms of the office marking it out for you, something that Abby seems to do that works pretty well is that we send it out to like a really huge
Well,
pond.
I've been doing that.
Is it outside of just the Tri-Cities though?
I'm having Harshita send it out to the world.
Okay.
That's what I
gotcha.
asked you to do, I don't know. if it's
So
at the
kind of the
world.
same thing along the lines of Abby, it's townhomes and condos are kind of the situation right now that are
Townhouses are
sticky.
easier.
Okay,
Yeah, because I've been going through them like on a daily basis to see what's pending and what's active.
yeah,
Condo is not it's more active condos, more pending townhouses, And I think it's because you don't have somebody above you, beside you, below you, all over the
Mhm.
place.
yeah, I mean, so you've had 2 price reductions,
3.
3 price reductions. All right, and that's right here in Fremont, correct?
No, this
Oh,
is Union City.
Union City, Union City.
Just a half a block north of Fremont,
Gotcha.
along Mission
Okay.
Boulevard.
Well, again, if anybody has a buyer, bring it to Pat so that she can
Yes,
get this
we'll
offer
get it to-
put.
We'll get it to work.
Yeah, I don't know if I've talked to you about this before. I think you need to get with your lender, come up with a buy-down package. And you've gotta market that.
Okay.
You've gotta educate buyers, you've gotta educate agents.
We were doing that for a while.
You gotta.
The buy down package?
You gotta revisit that for any listing, particularly low price listing that's in the first time buyer price point.
Yeah.
You've gotta educate the buyers. The reason the condo and townhouse market is doing poorly is because of interest rates, because of affordability. You've gotta show them an option where they can have a lower payment than they would otherwise have with a 30-year fixed rate loan. And a lot of agents don't, you say buy down, they don't even know what you're talking about. You've gotta educate agents and buyers.
Will do.
On the financing side, you've gotta show them how little money they need to get in and how low the payment could be with a buy down.
See, it's not FHA approved right now because of,
Understood.
huh?
But
Yeah.
you've got conventional financing with 5% down. So,
Okay.
there's low down options, there's buy down options.
3%.
You've
Even
gotta
3%.
educate people on how low
That
it
ties
can
into
be.
FHA though, doesn't it?
Okay.
3.5.
The challenge in our industry, folks, is that the media reports a 20% down payment. Any article written about real estate and affordability and payments always uses 20% down.
Yeah.
As a result, the average person thinks you need 20% down. They don't need 20%.
Yeah.
And that's why you've got, and even agents don't understand that. That's why you've got to educate them. If you can market that right, you'll find someone that'll be attracted to it when they see how low it is, especially when you compare it to what they're paying in rent for
Yeah,
properties.
yeah.
When you get into that price range, when you get into low 400,000s, what are your dues?
500.
Okay, well, that's a typical
Right, it's not
HOA due.
that high anymore.
That's not extraordinarily high.
Yeah, I've seen,
But they all think it is.
dude, I've seen dudes close to $1,000.
Oh, I have too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another option I was thinking about is what I've seen in the market is providing seller concessions, right? So for first home buyers, when they come in, if you have, whether it's 3,000, 5,000 of these credit from sellers, I mean, it kind of entice them more.
We can now put it on the MLS.
Yeah.
Yes.
That news just came out, I saw that. So that kind of attracts buyers possibly.
Okay?
Yeah, the question is cash holding buyers back, or is it interest rate holding buyers back?
One bathroom. That's what's holding them back.
Yeah, but
Yes.
you can't expect the two-bathroom property at
That's true.
$428,000 in Union City.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like, hey, we all want a big house, a massive house. We all can't afford it. You have to buy that first one at what you can afford, and then take steps thereafter to improve your position.
Will do.
Everybody wants it all right now. You can't have it all right now.
Yeah, I'm calling those first couple of weeks of open houses way back in March and talking to those people again.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
why have you been waiting? You've been waiting for prices to come down? Guess what? They came down.
Yeah. All right, anybody else have anything that, oh yeah, I want to
Well, I
touch
was
on.
gonna
So-
say-
Oh yeah, Steve.
Dovetail on what Avi said, I'm seeing improvement in the detached single-family home market over the last 3 weeks. I'm seeing more activity in open house visitors. I'm getting lots of calls and interest on my listings. Just this week, it's almost like someone flipped a switch last week and said, hey, get out there and start buying. So I'm definitely, at least in Fremont, I'm seeing a positive movement upwards. And I think part of it is because the feds are talking about potential rate cuts, okay? Just the mere talk about that,
Gets people to,
gets people to feel a little bit more comfortable
Yeah.
wanting to do something. Because for a while there, it looked like, hey, don't expect anything at all this year. But now they're talking about it again, and I think that's helping the psyche of a lot of
Yeah.
buyers.
and just to piggyback off both what Avi and Steve was saying, what does that mean to your buyers that are just telling you that they want to wait right now? That they shouldn't, right? They should be jumping on the opportunity that they get, like,
And refinance.
yeah, and with Avi, like, the houses that he wants they're gone. So that just proves to you that the market is going up.
Nice houses are starting to get multiple offers.
Exactly.
Take advantage of the lack of competition.
Exactly.
As a
If you,
buyer, I mean,
if yeah, exactly. If
Enough the first quarter, take advantage of it.
if your client can get into a house that they can afford right now, get them in, because refinancing is always going to be an option. You just have to wait 6 months, and within that 6-month period, a lot of things can change. So again, be your local economist, be that advisor to your clients, and help them out. But Printemps Mall, I know we talked a little bit about this, but it is coming on the market, I think, later this week or next week, so we wanted to put this up here again. New York 1949888. Reach out to Printemps Mall for more information. Same with this one, out in Murphy's. I think it's coming on the market later this week or early next week as well. For Eden Garden Center, I think it is a nursery for $218,000. And then just listed. Carl got one in Sacramento. I think this is Bradley's. I think this is Bradley's deal, or it might be Carly, or it might be Carl's. But $850,000. Is that correct,
Must be an
Arshita?
ADU in there.
8 bedrooms. That's correct.
I think that's one of his fourplexes. Yeah, I think that's one of Carl's fourplexes.
Gotcha.
Fourplex.
Well, reach out to Carl for more
Big
information.
enough, 3,600 square feet.
Actually, the financials on that fourplex are actually pretty decent, at least the last time he had it on the market.
Okay.
Compared to a lot of multi-unit.
Nice. So, great investment opportunity for those who are looking out in the Sacramento area. Reach out to Carl. Steve, you got a couple coming up here. You want to talk about this one a little bit?
Yeah, that one's been on the market for about a week and a half. That's in an excellent neighborhood in Hacienda Gardens in Niles. It's a nice, something's not right here. It's not you got the wrong detail on it. It's not a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. You got the wrong.
It's like
detail.
1,700.
It's the wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Now, go back. Okay, Larchway it was built as a 4-bedroom, 2-bath at 1,623 square feet. It's a great floor plan, shows well, like I said, great location. This property is owned by the widow of my longtime life insurance agent. I've known for probably 50 years.
Positive comments on that were the front and the back, what a zen feeling there is to the yards, the front and the back.
Yeah.
Really
There you
like
go.
the
And
yards.
it's on a corner lot, so it's a really nice house.
Wonderful. And this is sphere of influence again.
This one is 5 bed, that's correct, 5 bedrooms. This house was originally built as a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,050 square feet with a 1-car garage in 2016. They did an addition to it, they expanded the garage to 2-car, added 2 bedrooms and a bath. It actually has 2 primary bedrooms. So the square footage is correct, 1,491. This is literally in moving condition. This is in Mission San Jose High attendance area. It's Mission Valley Elementary School, Hopkins, Mission San Jose High. I had excellent turnout this last weekend, and as of right now, I could have between 2 and 3 offers by tonight or tomorrow morning.
What's the offer deadline?
I'm sorry?
Do you have an offer deadline, or is that just
I
coming
don't
in?
have an offer. I didn't set an offer deadline,
Okay.
but I've just been able to generate enough interest that looks.
And this is off 1 weekend of open houses.
Yeah, I put it on the market Wednesday night.
Okay.
Source, I met the wife at an open house in 2012. I put her in my database and been contacting her ever since. They happen to live in the neighborhood where I sold a listing for 3.1 in March, and they got my just sold flyer, from that when I sent those out, and then they called me because they had a tenant in the property that they wanted to get out and they wanted to sell.
Got it. All right. Well, 1 weekend of open houses. How many groups did you have come through?
I had, let's see, I gotta separate one. I had 25 groups on Sunday and 12 groups, 25 groups on Saturday, 12 groups on Sunday. The listing before Larchway, last week, I had that open on Sunday only, and I had 30 groups on a Sunday.
This one, or?
Yeah, the Larchway, I had 30
Yeah.
groups on the Sunday.
Wow.
Now, Pat, you had it Saturday, you had, what, about 5?
Yeah,
And
5 or
then
6.
Arshana had it too on Sunday with about 5.
Whoa.
But I've got, there's at least, there's 2 agents that are talking about possibly making offers on that one.
That just shows you about single-family home market right now.
Yeah,
Over,
still interesting.
over 40 groups coming in 1 weekend and potential offers after 2 days of open houses. And your last one here,
The last one, this is a very unique property. It actually consists of 4 parcels totaling 105 acres.
Wow.
There are 2 homes on the property, a mobile home built in 1974, it's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, about 2,500 square feet. That's what you see in the picture there. It also has a modular home built in 1980, which is the 3.2/1675 that you see in the data there. Has 100 acres, which is basically agricultural grazing land, which is on a Williamson Act contract, which means it has very low property taxes, which will transfer to the new owner. The seller's taxes on the 100 acres is currently $800 for the year.
Wow.
that is
And
insane.
basically,
fair.
where the 2 homes are, you've got a 3.58 acre parcel on which you could build a new custom home. It will require a conditional use permit, but I don't see any challenges with that because there's already 2 existing homes on the home site, so it shouldn't be a major issue. Got that, as you can see, $2,150,000. There is kind of a unique property from a financing perspective. I do have a lender who handles large land properties like this. There's information on that in the disclosure package. Where did I get it? Owned by the mother of a past client for whom I've done 3 transactions over the last 30 years. At one point, they talked about selling it when the mother was still married, and they wanted me to sell their dry cleaners, but I opted out of that for various reasons. But I've always been in contact with clients and the family, and
There you go. Sphere of influence turns into referrals. Love to hear it. But this sounds like a
I
huge
had-
opportunity.
Just so you know, I did a 2-hour quote open house basically for people to come and see the property on Saturday morning from 10 to 12. And I had 6 groups through, and they were all pretty serious buyers that came through on Saturday.
Yeah, this is a pretty unique property for a unique buyer. That's a solid showing.
And the other thing is, it's Mission San Jose High School, attendance area. It's Chadbourne Elementary, Hopkins, and Mission San Jose High. So it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
That's like the top of the food chain when it comes to schools.
Awesome. Well, you look like you're on a roll here, Steve. Love to see it. Oh, this is the one that
This is
you,
my infamous Fremont
your
Boulevard.
infamous.
I just extended my listing another 3 months. Haven't done that in a while. Actually, I got a call today from someone who might bring an offer in before the end of the week.
Get this off your plate.
This is, the great thing about this is it's, the house is in moving condition. It's Irvington High, Briar, Horner, Irvington High, great schools. And it's a perfect setup if someone wants to put in an ADU in the back.
Yeah.
Because it's got wide side yard access. You can literally drive to the back of the property.
All right. Well, somebody help Steve out here.
And I do have, it's not up there.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have the triplex. Yeah, I have a triplex listed in Hayward as well for $1.5 million on Montgomery Street. It's just north of downtown. It's actually in an unincorporated Alameda County. It's not in Hayward city limits. So that means it's not subject to Hayward's rent control, but the county has a kind of a rent grievance procedure similar to Fremont. Not quite as onerous as Hayward rent.
How'd you get that one?
Yes. Past client.
Past client. Got it.
Kind of quick interesting story. I was the broker for an agent who represented them in a transaction in Newark, and the transaction didn't go well. There were problems with the property. They literally hated our agent, and I met them at the property, and they looked at me and they were just so upset and mad at me. And I thought, this is going to be tough just dealing with them. And I literally walked them through a small claims court action to go after the seller for items that weren't disclosed and so forth. And as a result of that process, we became good friends, and I've done multiple transactions
Wow.
with him since.
There you
But
go.
on that first meeting, I mean, I was the enemy. I mean,
Yeah.
they looked at me and just,
Yeah. First salty, then sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Love to hear it. Chirag has a few coming up here. He has one in Livermore, beautiful home. 1948 6-bed, 3-bath. Looks like it is right on the edge of Dublin as well from the looks of this picture. But great area. Reach out to Chirag for more information. He also has one in Tracy, 4-bed, 2.5 baths. Looks more like an investment opportunity out there for those of you who would like to make a commute or gain some rental income from it. But for more information, please reach out to Chirag. Satender, this one was coming soon last time, and it seems like it's just listed. 968-880. Please reach out to Satender for more information. She's not here, I don't think. Nope. This is the one in Sanborn that you're talking about. Yep. Well, help we out a little bit. It's been on the market for about 2.5 weeks now. Anything else you want to say?
12 days.
Oh, 12 days.
Excellent,
just 12
excellent.
days.
Excellent home, great school,
Nothing.
move-in ready, clean inspections.
12 days. So spoiled.
12 days. I'm
Well-
not used to not having the home in contract in 12 days.
Wow.
That's a good problem to have. Well, reach out to Abby. Yeah.
I have some coming up.
Oh, okay.
I will have a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath townhouse in Niles, and they seem to be selling very quickly, but there's a tenant right now. So
Oh.
she's been given the 60-day notice, back in the middle of June. And I met her, and yes, she will be out by the end, in her 60 days.
So hopefully by the end of August.
Yeah, it'll be, well, we've got to do, they have lived there over 35 years, these tenants.
Oh,
Right, it needs some fixing up.
I can.
It won't be beautiful and pretty, but it will look better than it does now.
Good thing we have our concierge programs.
Yeah, right, and then we
Yeah.
have, I'll have one coming up in
Ontario
Milpitas, towards, maybe the fourth quarter.
Gotcha.
Single
Okay,
family.
sounds good. We'll be on the lookout for past listing in Niles.
Niles, yeah.
Steven, you want to end us off with a little bit of Kahoot?
Yeah, are they into it? You
So
guys
this
wanna
is
play?
this is going to be the first time we've done this in a while. This is something that we're going to incorporate into the revamped team meetings in August.
I have to launch it though.
Yeah, you have to launch
So
it.
I'm
I'm just taking
I'm
out the
gonna
computer off.
get it to the screen.
And there
Has
might be
everyone
some
here-
there may be some prizes included for when we revamp the team meetings too.
But not today.
Not today.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, I know, right?
really?
You shouldn't have said it. All right, so here's how this is gonna work. Is everyone here familiar with Kahoot? Good. So take out your cell phones.
Sorry, I'm not.
Take out your cell phones. It's a quiz trivia game. Take out your cell phones. You're gonna get a code. You're gonna get a QR code. Let's see.
I haven't done this in a
I
while.
wasn't familiar with what you said, that.
Kahoot.
I don't know, I don't have.
You don't have to have it.
Oh.
It's not an app.
Oh,
Use that QR code. It will take you to a place where you can put in the game pin.
Sorry, Stephen, can you enlarge the code?
Yeah.
Can I?
Control zoom or yeah, thank you.
Take a picture of the QR code. It'll take you to a website. And then you'll be asked to put in your PIN. And then once you've done that, you will be able to put your name in for you to play. This is a real-time game, and it's fun. I promise. And we do this
They
in
are
other
fun. I
offices.
like
It's
playing.
great fun.
I love playing.
And the questions are fun, and they're courtesy of our friends. Most of the questions are courtesy of our friends in the Palo Alto office, but they work. Has everyone got the website? Everyone set?
No. So it says you're in? I might just.
It'll say you're in, yes.
Yes, okay.
Everyone good? All right, so there's all the people who are in, so that's good.
The king, huh?
Yeah.
Wait,
Who's that, John?
All right, so
But how do you?
so everybody's here. So are we ready?
We have 15.
So you haven't finished yet. V, you are there, V. Is everyone ready who wants to play?
I'm not ready yet.
Hold on, we got a couple more.
Huh?
A couple more.
Just that my the QR
You
code
just
I
go
was
to
using
Kahoot.
is now wanting
You
me
just
to
go
pay
to Kahoot.
$10.
You don't have to pay any money.
No, you don't have to.
No, it's okay. It's
I
okay.
can help you. Is it iPhone?
Yeah, it's an iPhone.
Okay.
It's okay, you can go ahead.
But
Pat,
There's no gift.
I want you to enjoy
Yeah,
it
can say,
too.
how to get the camera? You get camera, I have.
Hershey?
Now you can just go to 8,000.
Hershey's the
Yeah.
king.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And then just put it in the.
Oh, Hershey.
Are you playing?
Wait, I need it to be bigger, the QR code.
It's okay, we can wait.
Whoever this guy is very nice.
This is Jack. He's visiting from Oakland today.
The winner can be from Oakland, right?
I guess
No.
so.
No, winner can't be from Oakland, so if he wins, it's going to the next one up.
Right?
Okay, Pat's in. We're gonna go. Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Just click ABCD when you see the questions.
All right.
Screen follow.
You just pick the. You'll see. So the first question is,
Just get on the seat.
what is the median age of realtors in the United States? 40, 35, 55, or 65? Press the color that corresponds to the answer you want to make. What do you think the average age of an agent is in a realtor? All right, 6 of you got it right. 55. This game runs itself. I don't have to do anything. That's great. Oh, actually, I do have to click next. Okay, ready for the next question?
Yep.
Oh, we already, okay, first it's gonna tell us that Steve is ahead by 3 points over PK.
And it gives you more points if you answer it first.
Yeah.
Why the difference? It's also time?
Yeah,
It's on time too.
Who's
Mine was
PK?
loaded longer than everyone else.
Who is PK? Who's PK? Oh, very good, very good. All right, let's go.
That's not fair.
Oh, it's all
Just
completely
get
fair.
your answers in
Which
there
of the
quick.
following is considered a voluntary lien on property? A mortgage lien, a mechanic's lien, a property tax lien, or a judgment lien? Make your choices. I love it, the little gavel over top of the house. That's really cool. I didn't pick any of this picture. I only picked the one picture for ours. All right, a mortgage lien. I'm glad that most of you got that right. All of the others, other people impose, but with a mortgage lien, the homeowner decides to encumber the property with a loan. All right, and Steph jumped into the lead over Steve with Pratap right behind. All right, next. Which state has the most real estate agents? Florida, California, Texas, or New York?
Ooh, that's kind of a hard question.
Yeah, it's a very hard question. I got it wrong when
Mine
I
is
played.
even low.
You got it wrong?
I got it wrong when I played, yes.
Oh, probably we'll get it wrong too.
No. I'm not, I mean, who knows? I got it.
I think I know.
You see like the number of answers? This is how many of us have answered.
All right, only 3 of you knew that it
Yes.
was Florida. I guessed California too, for the 10 of you who were wrong along with me. Miami apparently has a huge
A whole
ratio,
bunch of them.
from what I am
I
told.
bet they're all over 55.
All right, so what did that do to our stats? Steph maintained her lead, Steve's still there, and Hershey jumped into 3rd. Well done. Next question. Which HGTV show pairs a real estate agent and a construction expert to battle over clients? Is it Selling Sunset, House Hunters, Dream Home Makeover, or Love It or List It?
Oh,
Tough question.
HGTV. I just guessed.
I guessed too.
I know.
All right, the correct answer is Love It or List It, and 4 of you got it right.
No.
Let's see what that did.
I did too.
Whoa, Steve's back up on top. And
Well,
PK in
What
second.
happened? Will I get fired? I have not get one answer yet.
Well, then that's not boding well for your
We'll get
ultimate
fired.
I got that
winning
one right. My
success.
name's not up there. I must have been too slow.
No, yeah.
All right, how many sales? Oh, this question shouldn't be here. Okay,
Is this for Oakland?
yeah, these are the Oakland agents. You can just guess how many deals they've closed as a group through June 30th. This shouldn't even be here. Sorry.
That's all good. I'm guessing.
As to, how many?
This is where we want to get in this office. The Oakland PC group, as a group, have closed this many units. Shouldn't be here. but
No,
You can guess.
Can I change that?
So the correct answer is they've closed 23 units as of June 30th, guys.
Wow, how many agents are in your program?
They have about 50.
Oh, wow.
They have about 50. So it's a bigger program, to be fair. That wasn't a fair question. All right.
This is PC.
Steph guessed it.
Did you get that right?
Steve got it right too, though. Just not quite fast enough. Eric is the highest climber. Well done, Eric. Okay. Which country has multiple ghost cities with empty skyscrapers and no residents?
I know this one.
Germany, Turkey, China, or Argentina?
I don't know if I got that right. We'll see. Why are you standing here getting into it?
It's
Victoria?
reflected.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a bit of glare. The correct answer was China. Well done, team. Well done. Most of you got it right. And what did that do? Same ratio. Steph is
Funny.
holding up, but Farhan is making a move. All right. 7th question. In Eureka, it is illegal to play what without obtaining written permission to do so from the Director of Public Works? Baseball, outdoor movies, poker, or water polo?
Oh, I think I should have asked a different one.
I don't know.
We have some really strange laws in this state. The correct answer is baseball.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, apparently. And so, only 2 people got it right. Ooh, who's that?
Who's the king?
Oh, they're being secretive.
Who's the king?
Who is that?
We'll find out who the king is.
Yeah.
It's Ovi.
Looks like that guy.
All right, they're keeping secret. Okay. What is the percentage of happy sellers who definitely would use the same agent again? Is it 28%, 64%, 105%, or 72%? Nine of you got it right, which is really good. So the message here is, it's all in follow-up, guys. Stay in touch with your past clients. Excellent, excellent. And Steph popped back up into the lead. My goodness, you're just killing it. Well done, well done. All right. The tallest house in America, located in Arizona, is how many feet tall? That's not it, by the way. 83 feet, 124 feet, 190 feet, or 255 feet.
The tallest house in America.
The correct answer is 124 feet. 4 of you got that right. Well done. Oof. Things are- Wow. Really, really
She must have been up
good.
in the Oakland office and took it before.
No, it's not been done in the Oakland office. What is the oldest landmark in Fremont? Is it the Fremont Adobe, the Maori House, the Mormon Temple, or Mission San Jose? Which one is the oldest landmark? They did not have this question in the Palo Alto office when we did it last week. Actually, it was earlier.
This one could have a little bit of controversy.
The correct
Yeah.
answer is the Mission Adobe.
Mission San Jose is Mission San Jose is cited to be the oldest.
Yeah, but as a location, not as a structure. So anyway, Mission Adobe. Correct answer is Steph is still in charge, but people are gaining on her. All right, question 11. You can buy a moon land deed. True or false? I think people have a 50-50 shot of hitting this. Can you buy land on the moon? Or at least a deed for land on the moon? Can you do it?
See?
Yeah, you can do it.
Oh.
I'd like to see how you go state your claim, but sure.
How much is the percentage of commission?
That's a very good question.
I don't know what that.
Oh, Steph, what happened there?
It was 50-50.
Ah. The king, whoever that is up in front with Steve right behind. Okay, question 12. How much less does a typical FSBO home sell for compared to an agent-assisted sale in the United States? Is it a $10,000, $45,000, $30,000, or $60,000?
I don't understand the question.
I wanna change my.
A for sale by owner home, how much less does it sell for?
I'm not getting options at all. I don't know what.
Refresh your page.
I don't think any of those are right.
The correct answer, according to our research nationwide, is $45,000.
Oh, I chose too low, I thought I should have picked the.
In California, it's probably higher.
Yeah, but it's the whole country, you got.
Okay, not much change there.
No change at all.
All right, let's go to the next one. Second to last question. What is the legal term for acquiring land through continuous and unauthorized use? Is it easement, adverse possession, encroachment, or foreclosure?
I'm too slow.
Connections of.
The correct answer is adverse possession, and 7 of you got it right. That's very good. That's the legal term. And, oh my goodness, Steve and Hershey moved up, and Steve is leading again.
It's up to the last
And we only have one
question.
question left, so no pressure. Okay. How many times has the Eiffel Tower been sold by a con artist? 5 times, 114 times, twice, or never? That's just ridiculous.
Can't tell if it's a trick question or not.
It might be. This is the last question, so we'll see what happens.
What is corn artist?
Somebody who is.
Like a scammer.
A scammer, yeah. Wow, only one person got it right. The correct answer is twice. You can look it up. Wow.
I thought it was a crazy question, so I went for a crazy answer.
Yeah.
So, our third place result winner is the King.
Who is it? I know.
Remaining and not-
said it was me if I
Reveal
won.
yourself.
And then Hershey, and then the winner is
Steve.
Steve.
Of course it is.
I've got to share this. The last time I played this game, it was amongst a bunch of Keller Williams leadership, and I lost out to Steven.
To me?
To you.
I don't remember that.
You won it.
Oh, good. Oh, I remember. That was in the big room in Pleasanton. I remember now. I got a $100 Amazon gift card. What do you have for him? No, he doesn't.
In August we'll have something.
Thank you, guys. That's it.
Thank you everybody for coming.
Well, half of the
I
question
like
right
that
now
because that's
was
fun. It gets people involved.
215.
Yes, it's.
Here, sorry guys, I'm gonna move this table over just.